left arm, bring it up, stretching that triceps, squeeze the abdominals, go over to your right side, nice stretch here. Come back into the center, pulling that arm across, keeping the elbow bent. Hopefully you can keep those fingertips still on the shoulder, then straighten the arm, look in that direction, and pushing out with that straight arm. So pushing out with the left arm, get a nice stretch just on the upper trap in those rhomboids. And then lastly, we'll spin over that left shoulder, looking behind us, trying to get as tall as you can, taking that left hand as close to the body as you can. One more deep breath. And then release. We'll go the opposite directions with our circles. Remember, you can do these things standing up as well. We're just working on the shoulders. It's just more calming to sit. But if you're not in that position, you're in a muddy spot, you can always be standing, right? Okay. And we'll drop the arm, coming into that tricep. Really reaching up high with the tricep, the elbow, squeezing the abdominals, and then just falling over to that left side. Gaze is relaxed, chin is slightly up, and then bringing it down, still keeping those fingertips on the shoulders, bring it across, releasing that arm, and I'm pushing out with that right arm, and then looking. I should mention I'm mirroring you, so it is my left arm. Some of you get confused by that. Take one more deep breath. Exhale, do that rotation. Drawing in the belly button. Think about that spine being a staircase, spiraling up. One more deep breath. And then exhale, bring it forward. You might keep your legs here. You might have your heels together. Just opening up the hips a little bit. You might do kind of one hip at a time if you need to. If you want more, you put your feet together. And we're just kind of opening up the hips. Maybe you have a gentle movement here. Maybe you just lay down. One more deep breath. And we're going to come to all fours, however you can get there. And once you're there, cat and cow. If you're standing, you can do cat and cow standing. You'd put your hands on your thighs in a squatting position and then just arch your back and round your back. So exhale as you pull the belly button in, emptying all that air, and then inhale as you relax. You can either stay here. If you have strong shoulders, you can go all the way into downward facing dog. So fingertips are wide, hips are up towards the sky. Heels can be touching or not touching. The biggest thing here that I see with people is they really squeeze their head in between their arms. Really, you're supposed to relax your arms, kind of relax your biceps. So then you can see the inside of the elbow. If it's turned and you almost see the back of the elbow, that means that you're probably squeezing those shoulders a little too tight together. Take one more deep breath here. And then we're going to make our way to standing however you'd like to get there. Slowly rolling up. We're going to do some balance. We're going to bring that left leg up. If you can flex the foot, great. If you need to keep it down on the floor and just bring up the toes for balance, that's fine too. Once we're here, we're just doing a little rotation, so we're pulling in the belly, rotating, and maybe you press out that left hand. If you want a little bit more, you might be able to straighten the leg, or you might be able to grab the big toe, but keep this good posture up on top. You might not be super warm in the hamstrings, so don't go crazy here. One more deep breath. And then we'll release, kicking this leg back into a warrior three position. Arms might go to the side. You might keep that toe down. Or you might bring the arms in front, getting parallel to the ground. And we're gonna gently come into a lunge here. So letting those left toes settle down, going all the way into that lunge. Taking the shoulders, kind of releasing them back. Palms hopefully can face each other. If you have a tight neck, you might have to release the elbows a little bit. Ideally, we're keeping the shoulders down, but the arms lengthening up towards the sky. One more deep breath. And then release. We're turning the opposite way. Maybe you just grab the waist. If you like to, you can grab the knee, or maybe you can put your hand all the way to the floor. If you are on the floor, you can let that right arm go up towards the sky. So this is what I look like to the side so you can see. Remember, go at your own depth. And if you're up here, no need to put this arm in the sky. You probably don't have enough rotation if you're up high. So find what works well. Take a deep breath there. And then either coming to standing, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, just come into a plank position. And we're switching legs. So we're gonna stand all the way tall, bringing up this right leg this time. Flexing the foot if you can. Remember, you can always keep the heel down if you need it. Take a deep breath in. And then we're spinning. Remember, if you want a little bit more, you might be able to touch the toes or straighten the leg, but keep the posture and don't fall like me. Yikes! One more deep breath. Start to turn your gaze forward, coming in to that warrior three. Hands might go out to the side, toe might touch, or might bring that leg up. If you are bringing the leg up, push the heel away from you. And then maybe go into the traditional, bringing the arms out in front of you, palms face each other. And then we're gonna set that right foot back, going all the way into that lunge. Hopefully you're still on the ball of the foot. Arms are gonna come all the way up, releasing the shoulders. Kind of squeezing the glutes together, tucking the tail so you get a nice stretch here, and really focusing on the posture. Every muscle is squeezing onto the bone, that it moves. Then we're coming into that revolved angle. So hands can either come to the thigh, maybe goes to the floor, and you can look over that left side. Maybe even take that left hand and tuck it behind. If you're all the way down, that left hand might twirl and the palm face outward. Fingers are wide, so you're getting circulation. You're not scrunching up into a fist. Mostly you won't do that, but normally we just kind of try to keep that wrist straight. Lovely sound effects. One more deep breath here. Either going to your standing position or going into a plank, depending on your level. Just taking a few breaths here. And then slowly rolling all the way up, standing if you're not already there. We'll take the arms all the way overhead, deep inhale. Do a slight back bend here. Try to keep that pelvis in alignment. Don't let the back just pop out like this. You're gonna try to keep good alignment. Maybe look up towards the sky. And then we'll just exhale, letting it go. Falling down. Maybe you grab your elbows, maybe you grab your toes, maybe it's at your knees. Just getting a nice stretch in the back of those legs. And notice what kind of level you can get to, maybe pushing more onto the balls of your feet and letting your heels drop down so you get more sensation in the hamstrings. A lot of times we're like, oh, we're touching our toes, but our hips are jacked right way back here, so we're really not getting a stretch in the hamstring as much as we could be getting it for a little bit more stacked hips on top of the ankles. One more deep breath. Slowly coming all the way up. Arms are going to go out to the side. Palms are up. Thumbs are pointing backwards. Just so you can see my whole spread. Get such a big wingspan over here. 5'2". And pull back. Really open that chest. Keep the abdominals nice and tight here. We're going to add a little balance, core work. We're starting over with the sequence. But we're going to alternate here. So you might have a straight leg. You might be able to touch the toe. You might be just going to the knee. We're alternating just like we did in the beginning. Without falling over, hopefully you can keep the palms turned up towards the sky. And we're going to start here because this is where we started on the other side, and we're holding. So starting the sequence off. Maybe you can grab that toe by now, or maybe you can grab the back of the leg. And stay up tall. Revolve big toe, hold. And then we go all the way into Warrior 3, so we start to turn forward. Remember, do what you need to modify. Maybe you put that toe down, maybe you can keep it up. Arms either can stay out to the side, now palms are facing down this time, or maybe they go out in front of you, pushing the fingertips away from the body as well as that heel away from the body. So in two directions. Coming all the way into that lunge. So let those toes, the left set of toes, find the floor. I've been doing this a lot, so sometimes it's like, really? Be that graceful? I'm really not a graceful person, but I've been practicing this a lot, so I look more graceful than what I am. Take one more deep breath. We'll exhale, bring the hands down, either to the knee, the ankle, the grass. We think about a straight spine here. So think about your chest pushing down, your belly pulling up. A lot of times people want to get down to the floor. They round over like this. I want you to lengthen, so we're strengthening this posterior chain to give us better posture, really. And then if you like to, you can do that turn. Maybe the hand goes on the floor and you rotate that other arm up. One more deep breath. Either the plank or just come into standing, up to you. Or just kind of switching legs and slowly rolling up. If you want a little more of a challenge, you start that rotation. So we're changing and rotating, either touching the inside of the knee, inside of the ankle, shin, nose. Trying to keep a good posture on top. Okay, here we go. We're holding. Maybe you wrap the arms around the waist. Maybe you keep a bent leg. Maybe you grab the big toe. I like to push out that right hand behind me so I have a little bit more balance. One more deep breath. Release. Coming into your Warrior 3. So whatever that looks like for you. Might be toe on the floor. Might be able to push that heel out behind you. Kind of teeter-totter your way to parallel. Really reaching in two directions. So remember, you're pushing, trying to keep this long back. So hopefully you don't look like you're rounded, but you're lifting, keeping your belly long. One more deep breath. And then come all the way into that lunge, feeling with those